People are talking about people. I hear them whisper, you won't believe it. In lieu of playing music for you, I thought I would sing, except my morning voice is, it just ain't it. In the spirit of creating whatever I get to create, to bring whatever joy to myself I get to bring, that just did it. That just did it. That just brought me a world of excitement and joy to break the ice in singing for you. Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I'm like, oh, grow a set, Paula. Grow a set. Oh, goodness. And I would tell you that over the last week, I've been actively, I shouldn't say taking action in my favor, because that's all I do, take action in my favor. I would tell you that I have been experiencing experiences that have brought me elation, so much joy and abundance, and I would like you to experience that too. And not only would I like for you to experience elation and joy, I would like you to be able to create it for yourself. And if I may be so bold, I would really like, if I could have it any way, for me to offer you something that you can choose daily, so that you can choose that for yourself, create that for yourself daily. And now, do I create it for myself daily? No, but almost every other day. If I didn't create it for myself in a day, then I would ask myself, what happened in this day that I was unable to create joy for myself and essentially fill my own tank? Because that's the conversation we're having today. Yes. I know that up until I chose myself, I used to not have the capacity to fill my own tank. And because I didn't have the capacity to fill my own tank, I needed it from outside of myself. And that was a world of pain. A world of pain. And so I'd like to ask you on this blessed Sunday fun day, can you fill your own tank? Do you fill your own tank of positivity, nutrition, mind, body, and soul, joy, self-care activities, self-love activities, anything for you? Are you a priority daily? Are you a focus of yourself daily? Like, when you wake up in the morning, do you think to yourself, how am I going to create epic shit for myself today? Do you do that? I do. I don't, actually. That's not how the game for me goes. It'll be like, I wake up in the morning and I look after my animal, and that brings me a mountain of joy. So the first action, I make my bed. We already know that, like, I do fill my tank from the second I open my own eyes, right? I know that me having a pristinely immaculate bed to look at and to come back to brings me so much joy. So I create that for myself. And the next move I do is get dressed to walk my animal. And that brings me so much joy. And so I already start the day off on a good foot. My whole existence is about filling my own tank. And so, this week, I would tell you that I am experiencing a new relationship with myself in this way. Enjoying filling my own tank. And maybe it's not so much that I'm filling my tank more. Maybe it is that I'm more aware of the action of filling my own tank and the connectivity to how that feels. Yesterday, I was in a targeted, pointed, intentional space with building my new business, Masterpiece. And so it feels good to create that for myself. Just the space to get there, that feels good. And then to sit down and be in that energy and in that creation feels great. And then when I create there, that feels amazing. I felt epic elation yesterday. And then you can find epic elation in anything when the perspective is on you and in your favor. So like I'm in the thick of some stimulation and even though this stimulation could create all kinds of undesirable feelings and energies and thoughts, I'm like, yeah, no. This is part of my challenge. You already know how I relate to challenge. So challenge doesn't interrupt my joy. Cool? However, in the challenge, there's new stimulation, right? There are other people involved. There are other experiences involved. There are other elements involved. Lots of working parts to life, right? And so, even though I'm in the thick of a challenge, it's up to me to create joy there, right? It's up to me to fill my own tank. So it'll be like, okay, this is heavy. What can I create for myself to trump that with some joy? And so I will do what I get to do to create that. And so even when the moment and the actual activity is not joyful, how I show up for it and what I create for myself there is joyful. So even when I'm experiencing caca, I could be experiencing greatness. Yeah, that's what I'm capable of creating. What are you capable of creating? This conversation on filling your own tank. Okay. So every decision, every story, every action, every move you make is an opportunity to fill your tank. How? Because if it's in alignment, it will feel so good. So filling one's tank is not outside of you. Cool? It's not like you got to say, my vision of what that looks like, Paula, is to have $5,000 to fly to Iceland, to hit up the Blue Lagoon and hit up all those spots. That's one of my dreams. And that is a juicy way to exemplify self-care and self-love and to celebrate oneself. Yeah, yay! That's on my bucket list. And I don't have that right now. So what do I got right now? I got my mind. I got my thoughts. I got my words. I got my actions. All of those can take me to elation and joy. Yeah. So it doesn't matter what's happening outside of you. It doesn't matter how stimulated you are out in the wilderness. It doesn't matter that as soon as you open the blinders or open the door or open the curtains or open whatever, yeah, the world is there. Yeah, the world is there. And what's the world like inside? Because you, my friend, are the master of that. Are you? Yeah. So the opportunity here today is how to fill your tank. And I'll say it again. Every thought in your favor fills your tank. Every action in your favor fills your tank. Every belief system in your favor fills your tank. These things are within. So, if what I'm saying is like a mind F, here, let me connect some dots for you. Over the last week, I've been in an experience with 3 different human beings that are stuck in their psychosis, stuck in their thoughts, stuck in their beliefs, stuck in motion, no movement, and just in the status quo, and their existence is stuck. And then when they're in conversation with me, we reveal ideas, thoughts, opportunities, desires, wishes. So now there's a part of their brain and a part of their heart and a part of their soul that is like, whoa, that's what? Yeah. And how did that happen? By offering the opportunity to think outside the box. And now that's also a challenge because you can't see what you can't see and you don't know what you don't know. And I'm not here to plug myself in to be that human being for you that can offer you the chance to see something else and experience something else so that you know what's possible, so that you have a way out of the status quo. Woo! Not today. No, today I'm giving you what you are capable of. You are capable of gifting yourself a chance to see, feel, and experience something else outside of the space you're in. How? Journal. Journal. Journal, 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 journal. You know what's so sexy about journaling? Is that you get to experience yourself. Yes. You write. You write. You write or you write. And you're writing your thoughts. And you're writing what comes up for you. You know, maybe ask yourself the one question, what do I want? And then you're writing. And then this could be actually really exciting because you're taking action and choosing something in your favor. So there's some motivation and inspiration. Woohoo! Off to the races. And then you're journaling. And then you're like, and then you're writing and you're writing. And then you take a pause and you read it and you'll be like, wow. I don't know if anybody's ever been a journaler and you read previous journals. Doesn't it blow your mind that you get to experience what you once experienced? Whoo! So you're going to be reading your own thoughts and you're going to be reading your own experiences and you're going to be learning there. Whoa! You're going to be learning about you. Because if you don't take yourself on, you have nothing. So, filling your own tank. Filling your own tank is not hard. Filling your own tank, it doesn't cost any money. Filling your own tank doesn't take anything away from you or your day. It adds to it. Filling your tank gets to be the number one priority up here. Because without your tank being full, you're taking from others. Facts. Let me pause there. When your tank isn't full, you take from others. This makes you a taker. Some of you will know what that means because you will have heard that before from family and friends. Maybe you don't even have friends anymore because you are such a taker. Some of you have teams. Yeah. Some of you have teams out in the wilderness. Maybe you don't even have teams anymore because you are such a taker. Some of you are parents. And maybe your whole life is about you. Maybe your children don't feel heard or seen because it's all about you and you're taking. Something to notice. Cool? So there are prices we pay for not showing up for ourselves. There are prices the people around us pay for our decisions and actions or the lack thereof. Cool? So this is no longer just about you. So this is no longer a, should I fill my own tank? No, this is duty. This is responsibility. It is your duty. It is your responsibility to fill your own tank. Otherwise, you're a taker. Facts. Look in the mirror. My favorite activity. Who are you? And filling your tank, there are no excuses. There are absolutely no excuses. This is the only mission you have, is to fill your own tank. And I've made it so easy for you that there's no reason why you couldn't or shouldn't or can't. None of those words exist in my language. And now, with the most love for you, I invite you to take yourself on today, journal, and start talking to yourself and start learning about yourself. Start witnessing yourself and start filling your own tank. Because you can, because you get to, because you deserve it. And if it's to be, it's up to me. And let's not forget about the epic rewards. Epic joy, epic elation, epic love, epic generosity. It's winning all day. Are you a winner? We'll see. That's what I got for you today. Wishing you a blessed day. I love you.